and welcome to another art stream. This is just a nice piece I drew and I finished. I think I'm almost done with this sketchbook. Alright, time to draw my next piece. Sometimes it feels like social media go, "Hello, Brooke Jason! How you doing?" Hey, would be more in the background for me today as I do on my own thing. What am I drawing? I'm not quite sure yet, but I usually just draw a figure. And sometimes... Hello, Cindy Gonzalez. And then I try to figure out what I want to draw in terms of clothing. You like beans? Hello, Treetop Titan. Draw myself? No. Cindy Gonzalez? Welcome to the channel. Oh, let's see. Okay. That'd be cool if you draw yourself. No, because then I'd be more scrunched up like a little... My default pose. With my little messy hair. And then I'd have my little sketchbook like this. I mean, it would look goofy. I'm trying to make a majestic piece, not always me. Oh, thank you. I think a nice flowy dress would look nice. Oh, let's see. I consider this to be a warm up, if you will. I think the elbow should actually be over here. How's everyone's day so far? That tone theater kid. Hello. For right now, this is just a sketch. It's nothing serious. Oh, I'm just sketching a princess. You doing good? How about myself? More or less. More or less. I think this was a series I made during high school, but a little at the very near end of high school, if that makes sense. And back then I called it, Hungry Moon. But then somebody else had the title for that, so. She's from this series called Moonhaven, which I made up. I haven't fully developed that series yet, but I'm going to. When did I start taking an interest in drawing? Ever since I could pick up a pencil. Gosh, it's been so long I can't even remember her original design. When did I start learning how to draw? I don't know. I think my earliest memory of picking up a pencil was like around 3, and I would scribble on anything that was paper. And then I guess I had books to learn from in kindergarten, so I'd trace everything and try to understand the simple shapes that make up this complex form of shapes. I started drawing horses, cheetahs, sheep. You don't. That's because I wasn't in high school. The last year of high school, I was not with you. Remember, I think I spent almost 3 years. What's it called? Not Army High. Was it Army High? And then the last year, I think I spent 2 years, almost 2 years in Bakersfield High School. You're not good at drawing animals at all. They're the simple stuff. They're mainly formed of circles and stuff. You weren't in the same high school as me when I graduated, if I remember that correctly. Do you not enjoy drawing? Because I certainly do enjoy drawing. I Yeah, I did move. It sucked. I hate Bakersfield with a passion. I never want to return to that hellhole. Ever. I hate it with every fiber of my being. I hate that place. It's full of the worst people over there. Absolute worst. And yes, there are some good people over there, but I hate the majority of people over there. It's full of criminals. All I can say is never leave your kids over there. Never. Be wary. Very wary of the teachers. Because they don't do background checks on those teachers. I would know because a lot of them are guilty of sexual harassment. And they don't get punished for it either. They sweep it under the rug. And always dress like you have no money. Do not dress nicely. Never dress nicely, because then the homeless people ask you for money, even if you got nothing. Like that one store you took us to. Lots of cheap food. Yeah, I'd say so. I swear I should make her into a video game character. Her dress is so flowy and fun to draw. Back then I was more into detail in dresses. Believe it or not, she's not really the main character. Hey, that one guy that's looking. Do you still draw? By any chance? Hmm? Do you still draw? Because I still wonder. It'd be nice if you'd still draw. Do you? Hmm? I mean, I could still use your help on some certain projects. think that does it for her sketch. What do you guys think? No, it's more round. Forgot to transfer a lot of old work. But can you still draw? I still wonder. Hmm? Do you draw anymore? Hello, X Gamer. Penchip. Or PN Snap. Alright, this sketch is done. And I'm gonna move over to my main character for this series. I like to be careful with my sketches and, well, actually messy, so that way when I render this on the computer, Cal Mix Gamer. Oh. Let's see. What did he look like? Jesus. I am drawing from memory, because this was more than 10 years ago for me. Hello, AI Clark. Hi. Oh, let's see. How am I? I'm okay. You hate a tip for you. You have a tip for me? Yeah, somewhat. I don't think I'm as good as you, but yeah, good. Make make a manga? Make a mega? Mega what? Just some guy who's looking. Are you capable of tracing then? You want to tag team a project with me? Oh, I should be more concerned about how I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to man muscles. It's not like I have myself to use as reference, seeing as how I don't actually have muscles. Let's see, how am I gonna lay out this armor that he wears? How did I learn to draw? I'm self-taught, silly. How did I learn to draw? No one taught me how to draw. Who would I've learned from? Honestly, I learned from observation. I think if I pull up a book. This is a book I got like a few months ago. What's this? I don't remember getting this. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, there's my book. Oh no, that's not my book. There we go. I think this is one of the very few art books that I have. Here's a book. Oh, you don't really learn from this, but it did teach me how to lay out color without even giving me instructions. I was able to use from what I observed in people's clothing to apply in real coloring techniques. This art style is pretty cool. Though it kind of feels like they stole these images and then just plastered it on here because it feels very unnatural. Almost like it's AI generated. Because a lot of the lines are unnecessarily blurry and they don't make any sense, and almost like they're like this knot doesn't make any sense. Now that I look at it, that doesn't make any sense. 2 straps? These 4 loop knot thingies? This really does look like it's AI generated. God, that's so poor quality. The semi-realism. Somewhat same outfit. All looking straight into your soul. Blurry backgrounds, which is unusual for a coloring book. These thumbs are awfully different from each other. These small, tiny little lines, very unnecessary. These art styles are extremely different from each other now that I look at them. There's this little flap from that shirt, but it's very... This one seems like more... Like, it throws me off, because you would think that it would be like this. Anyhow, I don't think I learned anything from that book at all, other than a lot of flaws. There's a lot of flaws. You're good with backgrounds and line work and coloring, you think? Just some guys looking, you could join my Discord. We can make a project together. I'm an all-around artist. I learned how to... I applied my drawing skills to this doll that I made. I made this doll. Sorry. She's from this series called Cardcaptor Sakura. I made everything. X-Gamer, I was speaking to just some guy who's looking. And besides, he's an old friend of mine from high school. And we do art things. Here's another doll that I made. Oh, little speck of dust. I made the bows. Yes, I watch anime. Have you heard of Ghost in the Shell? Oh dear. I even made this jacket. And the eyes are even embroidered as well as the mouth. I don't watch One Piece. You see, about One Piece, the thing about One Piece, it needs to be that first introduction episode, and then the very next episode is him obtaining the One Piece, and then roll the credits. Then I'd watch One Piece. I feel as though One Piece should be only a 2-episode kind of thing, where he has the whole crew in the very next episode obtaining the One Piece. And then I'd like it. I leave my little pencil sharp? Oh, and I forgot to mention, I even made her hat. I didn't get to make her cat though. Oh, let's see, how am I gonna position his legs? You'll have to excuse me, seeing as how I'm not very familiar with the male anatomy. Oh, another one of those animes that I can't stand. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm pretty sure it's a good anime, it's just I can't do it. I need to practice male anatomy, cause it's difficult for me. Damn. I need to get better. Hmm. Shame on me. This doesn't look natural at all. That's what I get for not using a reference. You know, a lot of the times people assume I'm drawing someone naked every time they see my rough draft. Which is very rude. No, I think it should be more like this. A lot of people get on the AI art as if was the newer thing, but AI has always been around for a good bit. It just sucks. So who knows? It could have possibly meet the pages for that book for a quick cash. Oh no, that's just complete garbage. Oh, you're talking about my coloring book? Yeah. Yeah. It really does look like it was made by AI. But I can make an even better one with better references. And I really should have looked at the rating. But the rating was so bad. I didn't realize that the main people's complaints was a lot of copies of the same outfit. That's why it's important to look at the ratings, guys. For anything. And I might have to study some more male anatomy just to get this pose right. But yeah, the man is wearing shorts. He's not naked. That's cool, but you've been doing things like you mean one or two dolls at school? One with blue hair? Oh, those dolls that I made? Oh no, those were made last year. You know, just to see if I can. The first one I made was, what's his name? It was a Vocaloid Gakapo, I think was his name. And I sold him. So there's that one lucky person who has a one and only copy. Each one I make is very unique. I'm going to make the whole cast of Vocaloids and I'm going to keep them. Until I eventually have to, well, have no choice but to sell them. But I like to keep my things. I might have to actually, sell them just to make room for myself. Because I get overwhelmed whenever I feel like I'm trapped. I need my space. Nope. That needs to be closer. This is an old series that I've been working on. But you recall seeing work on one of your schools, and I thought, nothing wrong with selling your stuff now. And then, that part of the trade. Well, everyone thinks that, oh, you're just trying to sell them something. You're not here to show off your work, you're just trying to sell them something. And I just think, no, I just want. Is it my real voice? Yes, this is my real voice. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm using a phone to live stream my stuff. I'm not very technologically advanced in my things. Hence, that's why I have so many hobbies that involve sewing, drawing, painting, baking. Hell, I don't even have a tablet for references. Let alone a computer. I don't even have a computer. Like an anime girl's voice? If you want to call it that, no, I just have a really feminine voice. I like to be able to tell a story with my art, so sometimes the poses are intentional. Actually, they're very intentional. Why do I sound like I would draw something super girly? But Instagram, you on, and then leave a Discord link. Okay, so you will join. Got it. Thank you. We'll see what we can do. I'll have to check after stream. Oh, if I remember, I don't think there was anything on his feet. I feel as though there should be something on his head. I'd say he has like a shorter sword on his back. Who are you calling a she? This is a dude. Last I checked. I think it'd make more sense for him to have, like, something on his forehead. So I might have to move the hair. Sorry, they don't look like this originally, so this is somewhat of a redesign, and I know I made that crooked. Let's see if I remember this correctly. Damn, I really do need a pencil sharpener. There we go, got one. I think this will set the mood if I play this type of music.
Use on literally everything that.
Nope, I guess that's not it. That'll work. All right. So how is this drawing looking so far? Decent? Decent enough? This character's name is actually Larth. I think it'd make more sense for him to wear or adorn himself with something. I really have evolved this character over the years. And I don't think I've posted anything about him. I think I should. Face is a bit off for me, otherwise it looks cool. Yeah. It's kind of hard to draw when there's a camera in your face. And you have to draw around or over it. What is up? Gabe Williams. I am drawing my original characters from the very first comic book I've ever decided to make. This is a bit of a redesign. What is the story? Well, it's about a barbarian and a princess. But the main character is actually the daughter. And this whole time he tries to get his own kid back. But in order to save her life, she had to... Well, let's just say she got lost in an orphanage. She got somehow placed there. Cams? That's cool. Well, if you call it campy, I suppose. Anyways, you could lose your status in this world if you go have children with commoners. But this is no ordinary man. This man lives in the wild. Literally stops at nothing. To get back what is left. Do I have any anime recommendations? Serial Experiments Lane, Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop. Let's see another one that I really like. Battle Angel Alita. And another one that I remember. Gantz is another good one. Hoshin Enjin is another good anime to watch. By the way, this character is wearing a bear's hide. Do I have any art tips? Yeah, don't do what I do and actually take references. Oh my gosh. I'm setting a very bad example. Your art will look way better when you have references. Oh, let's see, there's some plated armor underneath all that. Oh no, my art would look way better. Way better than this if I used references. This is not even my best work. Not even close. Alright, that about does it for this piece. I know I can do way better than this, though. I actually like to strive for more improvement. There we go. I still got a lot to learn, and yeah, it's not that great. Not that great. I mean, I'm no amateur, but at the same time, my work could be a lot better, more developed. Ooh, I can't wait to render this one on the computer. It looks good. Though, don't compare all your stuff to your best stuffing. Just enjoy what you are doing in the moment. You'll never fully do what you want. Do as good as you can. Well, I can't help to compare myself to other artists. Oh gosh, you want to see my old work from high school? About my old characters? They look less polished than these guys do. I'm just gonna warn you now. Oh gosh. The character development in terms of what they wear and how they look. It's not the same, is all I can say. You guys really want me to post my comic book? As well as, how they call it? The evolution of their designs? You guys sure about that? Because it's bad high school art, I'm warning you now. I can't. Oh my gosh. I swear, this evolved from bad high school art. I'm just warning you guys now. Oh, God. I think I still have a few pieces left. You know, the stuff that did survive. Oh, I don't want to post it. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. I'll post it one day, but for now, I'm genuinely do not want to post it right now. But I'll do that for another video. I'll make the montage look more appealing than you would on a live. Let's see, what's left? His toes. His toesies. My art was a lot less, how they call it? Developed. You're the best in your school? Well, that's nice. I was not, but I did challenge people who dare say that their art was better. Hell, there was people in high school that were trying to challenge me when I was in the 3rd grade, saying that their art is way better and that I could never draw as well as they can. Joke's on them. I now outperform them. Yeah, you did get made fun of a lot, but found my place now. Yep, that was me too. That was me too. I had bullies growing up as a kid. They were not nice. But the one thing they could never take away from me was my ability to draw. That was the one thing they couldn't take away from me. You didn't expect this voice? Ah, yes, because everyone with a girly voice likes to draw girly things. Or at least so I hear. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the art stream. Your voice is handsome? Huh, I wouldn't know. There's this lady who has a very masculine voice, and everyone thought she was a dude. But they all like her music anyways, regardless. Shoot, what was her name? You know, when I draw stuff like this, people assume that I'm a dude. And I'm not. You're working out? Cute. What you drawing, Proco? You're working on an animation for a game? Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm just redrawing my characters that I made near the ending of my high school years and early adulthood. Oh, this? No. Only if it gets popular enough, but no. This is more for my comic book that I made back in my very last moments in high school, early adulthood. God, how my art style has evolved over the years. People will see my stuff online, and then when they go and watch my YouTube videos, they're like, oh, I was expecting a man. Nope, not a man. I'm happy being a lady. Oh? And you draw stuff like this too? Nice. Yeah, not too many people know I draw this type of stuff. Apparently, I don't advertise it on my channel because a lot of people are used to my watered down YouTube art style with less detail because it's easier and faster to make. A lot of women draw anime, manga style. Most draw girly style though. I think this is pretty girly. for someone like me. And besides, here's the princess in question. Though this is just a rough doodle. And here's the dude. A barbarian, if you will. A good contrast? Yes. No, it's mainly him as the main character and his daughter. You dude and you draw anime? Cool. Great. I'd love to see your stuff if you do draw. I love to see other people's work. Alright, time to draw the daughter in question. Oop. Good contrast? Well, I hope so. However, I'm going to make a comic book series of those characters. And then, if it does get enough attention, I might actually have to animate it. But I'll turn it into a video game first before I do that. Because as detailed as it is now, I would have to hire a team. And I don't got that kind of money. Not at all. Yeah, I've always drawn girly stuff, but I didn't know how to draw men back then. I'm getting better at it. Alright. One more. Hello, Katie Hart. And yes, I'm very impressed at what AMB can get done by himself. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been done with my animation opening. It's just that my computer is... It's practically a potato. It's a toaster oven potato thing. It overheats and then it shuts off. I could barely use that thing for anything. No, I feel as though that should be more arched. There we go. That's what was throwing me off. You want to learn how to animate, but you don't have a YouTube channel? Oh. You know how to make animations? Yes, I do, in fact. I do know how to animate, despite the fact that what you will see on my YouTube channel, you won't see my best work. I should actually post them. They're not done, though. This one has a more softer, feminine look. Well, yeah. This is, also done by paper. Just casually pulling out my amateur work. I can also draw in pixels. Let's see if I got another good one. That's a doodle. So yeah. It's fairly decent, I dare say. Yeah, I can, and I can also animate in pixels too. I'll show you guys once I post it. My. See you next time. I hate. Oh, I don't like how it looks. Oh, there we go. Her hair is only short because it grows back so fast. Yeah, that's better. So, what do you guys usually draw? I haven't drawn like this in what feels like forever. I've been drawing simplified versions of my art for years, and I haven't I haven't tried pushing myself as much as I like to. Now let's see, what kind of dress will I put her in? Huh? You draw anime girls? Oh, Krita is one of those free art softwares. I use Krita as well, but I like Paint Toolsai even more. I could not just have one software, I'd feel very limited. I don't even draw in Paint Clip Studio. I use that only for editing my animations. There we go. Add a little. You got a sketchbook in 2 weeks ago, and you've been slowly filling it up. Been using color pencils for coloring, and the feel of pencil on paper compared to tablet. Blender? Oh, I hate Blender. You'd have to hate yourself to use Blender. Pencil grease? No. Picked it up faster than Critta's animation. I'm sorry. I don't use those art software. I'll use Paint Clip Studio before I use Blender. God, I hate. Oh my god. It's like using GIMP to draw. They should pay me to use that art software. I do not like GIMP. Net drop for a bit? I don't know what you mean. Well, you're kinda right. I have only tried Blender for a moment because Worth Kids uses it for animations. You've seen Big Top Burger. No, I don't think have seen them. Why do you ask? Are they someone I should be familiar with? I've seen Misty Cornexia's animation, but his stuff got taken off the internet for God knows whatever reason. I mean, yeah, people did make fun of him. We draw whatever sometime. I just let whatever comes out, plans or not. You gotta check it out. It's so cool. When I first saw it, I couldn't believe it was done in Blender. I refuse to use Blender. I refuse. Just, it's like working with Photoshop and like a, a how they call it, a coding program mixed in together to form some sort of hellscape of an art software program. I refuse. Oh dear, not the ads. Aye! Screw the ads, I don't like them. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Blender. Although when you spend hours on MS Paint on Windows XP. Oh no, I do draw in MS Paint. Believe it or not, I do draw in MS Paint. Sometimes I'll draw each frame from MS Paint and then I'll put it together in an animation. If you want to see what that looks like, it is quite literally Princess the Anime, which I have on my channel. That's what that looks like. But that's my simplified work. You want to see my best work? Well, some of it is actually on Gartic Phone. I've made a couple of animations. And I consider myself an amateur, but I know. Some people find it, how they call it, genuinely good. I need to get new ones of these. MS Paint is actually quite good. It's good to use if you know what you're doing. Alright, what do you guys think? somewhat decent. My animation? Oh no. I also have shorts. I think I did some still frames. I try to animate that as best as I can. It's actually quite hilarious. Oh, I'm on my last page. I don't want to be on my last page. Guys, this is the last page of my sketchbook. You want to put in a vote? Should I draw Rachel Zegler as Snow White? Or should I draw my version of Snow White? I'll just go with my gut. IBS Paint would be good to use if you had a tablet attached to your phone. Oh. Is your family not paying for the internet bill? I just don't want to end on a very lame picture. You're doing some work now? Might not chat as much, but you'll be in the stream. Ah, nice. I'm just drawing Snow White at this point. Because what else? No! My phone's about to die! I'm sorry, I will finish this stream later. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.